Are you ready, kids? Get your parents' permission, check your mailbox, and grab your shopping cart. It's time for the Adventures in Collecting podcast.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave. Welcome to Adventures in Collecting, where we talk toy news, culture, and hauls,
along with our journeys as collectors.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Adventures in Collecting Premium Toyetic event. This is of course our mini-series where we tackle the latest premium live events from our favorite professional wrestling organizations. So this week we have a double feature coming at you with Ring of Honor's Final Battle and AEW's World's End. So in just a moment I'm going to kick it over to Dave. He is actually going to tackle Ring of Honor's Final Battle all on his own this week. Before we talk about AEW's World's End, of course, their big end-of-year finale before they kick off kind of their new season. We were fortunate enough to go to World's End last year to see the unveiling of the Devil. I can't believe that's only been a year ago. It feels way longer than 2023. But before we hop into our Premium Toyetic event picks, a little bit about Premium Toyetic event, if this is your first one that you've ever watched. So we're not talking about the best matches. We're not talking about the winners, the losers. We are talking about who we feel was the most toyetic from these events, who would make an amazing release from our friends over at Jazzwares in this case, since we're talking about AEW and Ring of Honor, and why we think that they should get the action figure treatment. But a little bit of Adventures in Collecting housekeeping before we hop into our picks here for Final Battle and World's End. Our December 2024 giveaway is coming to an end. As of the airing of this very edition of Premium Toyetic event, you still have a chance to enter to win over on our Instagram page. So that's at AIC_podcast. Make sure you visit there. Check out the pinned post. The December giveaway is always a big one. This time you're looking at $500+ worth of collectibles from across a variety of brands and licenses and companies and toy lines. But it's what we like to call an instant holiday in a box. So whether you're considering it being the end of year, last big thing that you enter, or a really cool way to kickstart your 2025, there's a lot to pick from in this box. Whether you're keeping it all for yourself, whether you're sharing the wealth with your friends, maybe some kids that you want to get into different toy lines, there's a ton to choose from in that box. So again, that's at AIC_podcast. Make sure you head over to our Instagram page. Make sure you check out that pinned post and take a look at what you need to do to enter. And then, of course, stick around because in January, we will kick off the year with a giveaway. We try to do one a month. So keep an eye out for that when it drops somewhere around January 1st. So January 1st, 2nd, somewhere around there. But it's going to be cool. It's going to be another multi-pack. So there'll be 3 figures in the first giveaway for 2025. So definitely stay tuned for that. And a hint, get those hot dogs ready. Yeah. So other than that, housekeeping wise, the next full-length episode of Adventures in Collecting will be our 2025 or best of 2024 episode. So we'll be counting down, Dave and I, our 10 favorite releases of the year of 2024, capping it all together. And then we'll have kind of our additional sub best of lists that will kind of trickle out within January of 2025. So, I'll be counting down my 10 favorite Marvel Legends. We will do our 10 favorite wrestling figures. maybe Star Wars Vintage Collection. But yeah, we'll have some supplementary lists as well for 2025 to kick off 2025. So that'll be our first full-length episode, and that'll be coming a week from today. So look for that in your feeds in the following week. And this will be the first year that we're doing the best of list in video form. So as we're recording, we will have examples of the things that we loved, with us. I might have to sit in this seat instead of my normal one because this guy. Maybe I'll just bring the Phantom along. All right. With all of that said, all of the housekeeping stuff out of the way, again, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down there, following us on YouTube, following us on social media, again, at AIC_podcast. Dave, take it away with your picks for Ring of Honor's Final Battle.
I am going to start things off going back to last weekend to ROH Final Battle. Took place in New York City at the world-famous Hammerstein Ballroom. And, hey, what a better place to start than in the first half of the double main event. That's right, the ROH World Championship was on the line as Chris Jericho, the Nueve, took on Matt Cardona. And, I mean, is it obvious enough who my pick is? Let's get the $1,000 broski, the indie god, the deathmatch king, always ready, the complete Matt Cardona into the Jazzwares vault. Matt did not come out on top. He did not win the ROH title, but he was rocking Ghostbusters gear, matched his merch shirt that recently came out. He had the vest, he had the Ghostbusters tights, there was green slime, there was the tan Ghostbuster kind of jumpsuit design there. Let's get the complete Matt Cardona into the Jazzwares vault as part of the Ring of Honor line. Okay, so for my second selection number 2, I'm going to the second half of the double main event. Of course, I am talking about the forever champion, the fallen goddess, the ROH Women's World Champion, Athena. And Athena always has some cool, colorway in her gear or some sort of really rad costume element, face paint, body paint. She had the kind of demon gear back at Supercard of Honor back in Philly. And Final Battle was no exception. She came in as one of the ultimate members of Batman's Rogues Gallery, Two-Face. Now, you could still kind of make this happen as a figure. It was just a suit jacket, black and white suit jacket, the blue face paint on one half of her face, the contact lenses. This can still happen. And it doesn't have to be, obviously Two-Face. It could be kind of a nod to it. But I think that Athena, with her Two-Face gear, and retaining the ROH Women's Championship, get the belt into the line as well. Let's get Athena into the Jazzwares vault. Okay,
so then it comes back to me here to kick us off for AEW's World's End. So, awesome show, lots of fun returns and surprises. But before I give my pick, since we are going to split this one up, Dave's going to talk a little bit about his first pick for World's End, and then we'll come back to me and you'll hear a little bit more from me about World's End. But Dave, what's your first pick for AEW World's End?
My first choice is going to be the big winner of the evening, the big tournament winner, defending the Continental Championship. Yes, it was plain black gear, but he always has an awesome ring jacket, and there was no exception, or a ring robe, and there was no exception on this night. But it's also a way to get another championship belt into the line. And of course, I am talking about the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Yes, it was plain black gear, but the black and silver coat, or black and white coat, ring jacket, entrance gear, and of course that Continental Championship. And it represents his first victory as the defending Continental champion, but his first Continental Classic tournament victory. Won 5 matches in the Continental Classic and went on to defend the title. So, will Okada take it into next year? Who knows? But we do know that Okada always looks awesome doing it. So my first selection number 1, is going to be Kazuchika Okada.
Okay, on to me. So I'm doing this all in kind of one pick, since I'm going to have multiple people in my pick. I'm not going to do the standard 2. This isn't a double feature. I'm actually going for a triple feature. So one of my favorite tag teams is FTR, and I'm not burying the lead here, but they showed up with Adam Copeland, his big return after his kind of gruesome injury, jumping off the top of a steel cage. We have Rated FTR, so awesome seeing the 3 of them together. They make an awesome trio. This whole storyline that's running through AEW right now with kind of reclaiming AEW in the form of Death Riders. You have the villainous heel Jon Moxley and the rest of the Death Riders. Rated FTR coming in, showing up on the side, the AEW side, on the babyface side, back with Adam Copeland. The memes are already aplenty of Adam Copeland's seeming hatred for the members of the Shield, giving everybody that kind of camel clutch with the thing through the mouth. So he's done it to all the members of the Shield now, because he did it to Mox. Now he hit for the cycle. So my one pick for World's End is a Rated FTR 3-pack. We've had the folks from Jazzwares, of course, on the pod. Friend of the pod, Chris Metzger, designer of packaging over at Jazzwares. Just think about it. The amazing ringside exclusive that it could be. The 3 of them in one box. We've already seen how great the team can treat these specifically Adam Copeland. I still think that we haven't nailed the FTR in terms of Jazzwares figures, but this is the opportunity. Let's get it done this time. So let's get Dax. Let's get Cope. Let's get Rated FTR in a box together. Awesome design. I love what they did with the logo, with the Rated FTR logo. So let's get them together in a 3-pack, ringside exclusive. Let's do it up. Let's do it up nice. Some soft goods. They had some great scrum at the end. So that's my pick for AEW World's End, is Rated FTR.
Now, AEW World's End was a night where a lot happened. A lot of winners. A lot of people did not come out on top in their matches. I'm going to pick for my second one somebody who did not come out on top in his title match, but still looked awesome, and I think is deserving of a second go. I know is deserving of a second go around for a figure. Somebody who I enjoy very much. I enjoy watching. I'm happy to see he's back in the ring and healthy once again, and pursuing the international title, and that is Powerhouse Hobbs. He had that awesome crushed velvet maroon color gear. It just pops. It looks awesome, and I'm a big Powerhouse Hobbs fan, so seeing Powerhouse get another figure, let's get him more jacked in that second figure too. Let's get Powerhouse Hobbs another figure. I think that would be awesome. So my second selection is Powerhouse Hobbs, and if I can give an honorary mention for the show, in 0 Hour, that young upstart Toni Storm, the rookie at her first pay-per-view, just that hair metal, black and red gear, I think she's going to go places. I really do. So let's get the rookie a figure. Toni Storm is an honorable mention.
All right, folks, there you have it. There is your double feature Premium Toyetic event. We will be back again doing our Premium Toyetic event for the Royal Rumble, which always happens around my birthday, so I consider it WWE's personal birthday gift to me. But we'll be back with the next edition of Premium Toyetic event when the Royal Rumble happens. I have an idea of something I want to do for the Royal Rumble. Well, we're discussing it behind the scenes, but stay tuned for that. But yeah, the Premium Toyetic event, that's a wrap. So let us know what you think. Who do you think from Ring of Honor's Final Battle and from AEW's World's End, who do you think should be made into an action figure? Let us know in the comments below if you're watching here on YouTube, and if you're listening out there in podcast land, thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you rate and review us. All the good things, but come visit us on social media at AIC_podcast. Let us know on X, on Instagram when we post about this episode. Let us know, who do you think is the most toyetic from these two events? We'd love to hear from you. And as always, on behalf of me and Dave, until next time, this has been your Adventures in Collecting Premium Toyetic event.
Thank you, dear listener, for hanging out with us today. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen, and then tell your friends to do it. Thanks also to Joe Azari, the golden voice behind our intro. Our music is Game Boy Horror by the Zombie Dandies. Find more about them both in our show notes.
Follow us on social media at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Stop by and say hi, show us your toy hauls, and share your toy stories. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future episode.
Don't try this at home. Void where prohibited and some assembly required. Each sold separately, not a flying toy. Consult a physician if your toy run exceeds more than 4 hours.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer, Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.